Hi, everyone. This is Danielle from Haverford Township Free Library, and this is my book talk. I'm going to talk to you about Circe by Madeline Miller. This is Circe, the book cover at least, from Madeline Miller's website, madelinemiller.com. And I read this just recently for a book club. I was not familiar with Circe before I had read this, and I had not read anything by Madeline Miller before. As you see on the cover, she is a New York Times bestselling author for The Song of Achilles. And if you know anything of Greek mythology, you may have heard of Circe. I'm very unfamiliar with Greek mythology. I know names, I know some events, I probably mispronounce the names. So I was not familiar with Circe, the character, before I read this book. So if you have read the Odyssey, you would know Circe as a witch who lives on an island by herself, and then every time a ship comes, she turns all the men into pigs. And Madeline Miller said, why? Why does she do this? Why there was no explanation of it in the Odyssey. And then Circe's character is just kind of a minor cameo. So she was really interested in who Circe was, and she created an entire story about her. So Circe was published in 2018. It became a #1 New York Times bestseller. As I previously mentioned, Circe is known as a minor character from the Odyssey, as a witch who turns men into pigs. So Miller took this minor character and made a full story of her, envisioning her in other events that occurred in mythology, such as the birth of the Minotaur, which Circe existed at that time, and the Minotaur was born to Circe's sister. So Madeline Miller created this storyline of Circe being there and helping with the birth of the Minotaur. So she creates a whole life for Circe, from her childhood to her banishment to the island, and past the little that you know of her from the Odyssey. And I loved it. I loved this book. Madeline Miller's story, her writing is beautiful. Her story details are just so full and fleshed out, and she really takes a character and just brings them to life. I enjoyed this book so much that I went back and I read her first book, The Song of Achilles, right after I was finished Circe. Again, not knowing much about Achilles, other than he was a warrior. But this was, again, a whole revision of Achilles' life, told from the point of view of his life partner. And also, beautiful story. I think I might have liked it more than Circe. So even if you don't know anything about Greek myths, even if you never read the Odyssey, like I have not, I highly recommend Circe as as the first book or the second book. Even though it's her second book, it's not a sequel to The Song of Achilles. You can read them in either order. I highly recommend both of them. But this is my book talk on Circe. So take my advice. Check out Circe from, I got it as an ebook. So check out Circe from the library. Download it onto your Kindle, or order it online, and enjoy. Thanks. Bye.